2008, my daughter was born, and I was the happiest person ever. I had all the intentions, plans, strategies to invest in her and to raise her as a happy, healthy, and confident lady. And since I am an educator and a linguistic researcher, I thought that this is easy for me. Not just because of that, but also I was raised by two educators. So you know, my ego told me that this is an accomplished mission. Unfortunately, this was not the case. My daughter was not happy, neither me. Let's say starting from a very early age, I started listening to judgmental remarks from friends, family members, and even nursery teacher about her focus, impulsivity, lack of patience. The lack of patience and impulsivity, they are supposed to be the attention deficit symptoms. The sad part in this story, that everyone succeeded to make me feel as the worst mom. Despite my trials to convince them that we should accept children as they are. Difference is not wrong, but all my trials went in vain. Even me, I was too harsh on myself to the point that I persuaded myself that all this is my fault. I had a limiting belief to think that I'm a working mom who cannot combine between family and career. However, and at the same time, I had a kind inner voice whispering to me, just here in the back of my head, saying that this is not the way kids should start their lives. This is unhealthy and unfair. And as Carl Jung says, your vision becomes clear only when you look into your heart. And this is exactly what happened to me. I will never forget the day when my daughter told me, "Ummi, I think I'm not a human being. I'm an alien. I'm too different." I sat on my knees. I looked straight to her beautiful brown eyes, and I told her, "Yes, Ummi, you are different. And this is exactly why you are special and unique. You are gifted, Khadija. I understand what you are going through. I understand what you are feeling, because I was exactly like you when I was a child." At that moment, I knew that I needed to take massive action to not disappoint her. I started my researches, my Master of Leadership and Management, and I came to a conclusion that most of the educational system are facing challenges. Failure becomes epidemic. Children all over the world, they are suffering from anxiety, learning difficulties, hyperactivity. You know the list, isn't it? But you know, I think that most of the children nowadays, they are suffering from one famous disease. Childhood. Yes, childhood. Since we are not accepting them anymore as children. Ladies and gentlemen, does it make sense to you that a 3-year-old child has an academic interview? Think of it. Why? What's the message he's getting here? He's in competition with someone else? He has to be good enough. Or maybe he is not good enough. Conditional love? I know the answer. I know that most of the schools focus on academic achievement, ABCs, 1, 2, 3, test scores, results. And all the students are expected to perform at the same level, regardless of their development stage or learning pace. But also, I know that we are humans. We are not machines. So let me cut the long story short. I started homeschooling my daughter. I work in the morning, I go afternoon to enjoy planned activities with her, involving the whole body. And then I started inviting her friends. They were all happy with the learning spark in their eyes. And those happy children inspired me and empowered me. And I knew what was exactly the right next step. I was driven by passion and certainty to take one of the craziest decisions in my life. Hope my mom is not watching. That craziest decision is to quit my job, go home to my home country, sold whatever properties I have, and I came back here. And I was blessed and supported enough by my husband to launch a new international preschool with a new educational approach. An approach that didn't just transform my daughter's life, but also hundreds of other students and parents' lives. Who were enrolled with us here in this country, in 3 branches, in this amazing country. And this is exactly why I'm here, standing here, eager to share with you the holistic, philanthropic approach, مبادرة الإحسان في التعليم الشمولي. It's an approach that teaches the student as a whole person, not just the brain, taking into consideration the 6 human aspects: physical, spiritual, emotional, social, mental, and for sure, academic. Philanthropy is a Greek word, which means any act to enhance humanity in the sense of caring. We incorporated a teaching that focuses less on the traditional milestones of the academic development, but a teaching that is more balanced and focuses on the well-being of the child. And I'm not here to tell you, ignore the cognitive aspects of learning, but I'm here to suggest to consider humanities, arts, sports, as important as English, math, and science. And let me take you with me on this journey. Our day starts happily with prayers, gratitude, yoga stretching, open discussion. Students, they had their own pets in their classes. Generally, it's a fish. They feed every morning. And also, they had their plants to water every morning. And obviously, this helped them to grow caring and responsible. During the 5 days of the week, we taught them all the subjects based on the accelerated learning techniques. But most of all, we added 2 main subjects, akhlaq and leadership. Akhlaq is an Arabic word, which means ethics. The student learned about the proper behavior, the global core shared values, growth, compassion, respect, love, learning. Consciously, they were engaged in fun and playing, but the subconscious mind is learning. And honestly, they were learning a lot. The second subject is leadership. We don't consider our students as leaders. No, they're not. As future leaders, sorry for that, society mask. So we don't consider them as future leaders. No, they are not, because they are already leaders. The students perform individually or in groups in front of their classmates. And the fact of getting used to the public speaking skills at that early age, it's boosted their self-esteem and confidence. And also, they learned how to express their feelings with words, how to say no politely, how to stop someone from bullying them or hurting them, to stand up for themselves. But most of all, they were taught to be proactive and to do the right thing, even when nobody's watching. And as my friend and mentor, John C. Maxwell says, leadership develops daily, not in a day. While achieving this dream, I was not by myself. I was working with passionate professional members, or team member, let's say. And all of us, we made sure to connect with each child, because we do believe that education is an organic process. You cannot expect from a child to perform well if any of the human aspect is deficient. In other words, a child he's not sleeping well, or with poor nutrition, or poor self-image because of the stress at home? No way. No way that he can reach the peak level of performance. So by respecting the student's internal life and his pace of learning, he will automatically open up, flourish, and be ready to learn without pressure or stress. Talking about stress, we use even aromatherapy with them. We spray daily in natural rose water in all the premises, and we wanted to ensure an enjoyable learning experience for them. Our daily fuel was their smiles. Their smiles kept us thriving. And every day, personally speaking, I enjoy watching Ashu, Jonathan, Maryam, and Muhammad learning together, laughing together, growing together. And this experience enhanced in me the meaning of humanity and the global citizenship. It was a daily exciting adventure, but also there was a lot of hard work. I cannot deny that one of the biggest challenges that we face is how to convince parents with the efficiency of the 21st century learning skills. And this is why we started coaching sessions, trainings, workshops to raise the level of awareness for parents and teachers. You cannot imagine how much they needed that support and understanding, especially mothers. Just raise your hand, mothers, please. By the way, mommies, you are doing great. You are doing an amazing job. No mom should feel guilt. Today, I'm a proud mom, since my two daughters, Khadija and Fatima, know that perfection is fake. They know that they have just to do their best. They are in growth journey that will never stop. My daughter knows that she is not an attention deficient. She is an attention different. There is no failure. It's only feedback. Today, this story is not anymore about me or my daughters. It's about us. It's about the future of education. It's about alternative. It's about the 21st learning skills. It's about our sweethearts. So never forget, your best is enough. Just do your best. Thank you.